Okay, so Demon Slayer came out in April of 2019, which means I am over 4 years late talking about this huge franchise. If you watched my most recent video of my huge manga haul, which you should definitely go and do right now, link in the description below. Anyway, if you saw that, you'd know that I picked up the Demon Slayer complete box set. And you would also know that I dropped Demon Slayer back in 2019. So I watched 2 episodes of it. It didn't really hold my interest. I tried watching the anime again last year. Still didn't hold my interest. So on a complete whim, I decided to buy the box set of the manga because I figured, hey, maybe the manga's better. And I read the first 8 volumes, which is season 1 and the Mugen Train movie. So I actually liked it. I definitely liked it more than the anime, and after I read those 8 volumes, I went back and I watched the first season of the anime and the movie, and I've most definitely figured out why I didn't like the anime. I'm gonna get to that right after I cue up this intro. Okay, so like I said, I dropped Demon Slayer at episode 2 back in 2019, and I dropped it again at episode 7 in 2021. And the biggest problem that I found, and this is why I dropped it, I've now learned, the pacing in the anime is so shit, and they extend so much stuff from the manga. Like, some of this stuff just feels like it takes forever, and that's because it does. Right, the first episode of the anime, 24 minutes long, standard. But it only covers like the first chapter of the manga, which takes like 10 minutes to read. So it's an extra 14 minutes of my time. The Earl Kodaki thing. They extended so much of that training, it's not even funny. The training for jumping over the pits and making sure that he wasn't getting hit by logs or anything, that all was like 2 panels and a speech bubble. And then there was the whole thing with like, oh, I swung my sword like thousands of times until my arms felt like they were gonna fall off. That was 1 panel and 1 speech bubble. The training that he goes through is maybe a chapter. And then there's the whole thing with Cut the Boulder and Sabito and Makomo, that's a couple more chapters. But they made this into like a 3 episode mini arc in the anime when it takes maybe half an hour to read it. But it's over an hour worth of anime content. They extended so much stuff by having the whole training thing instead of just a quick montage. They didn't extend the whole thing with Sabito and Makomo, but even if they did, I really wouldn't have a problem with that because I actually liked Sabito, he was cool. And then there's the final selection, that's whatever. So I'm not one of those people that says that Demon Slayer is carried by the animation, because it's not. Anime is a visual media. So obviously you need something good to look at for it to be super successful. The only thing I will say for that, couple things, is I don't think it would have done as well if they had a smaller budget. Like, if they had WIT Studios' Attack on Titan budget, maybe. But if they had, like, Naruto Shippuden's budget, Full Metal Alchemist budget, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, might I add, I don't think it would have done as well. I do not think, in my opinion, that the story arc for Season 1 was good enough for it to be a global franchise. So, why do I think it was popular? Episode 19. And we all know exactly what I'm talking about when I say episode 19. Hinokami Kagura. I think that is what made it as successful as it is now. So, I was still part of the community in 2019. So, I still was in the loop about Demon Slayer. I remember when episode 19 dropped, all the reactions to it. And I remember how much the clips of it blew up. It was in AMVs. People were posting clips about it. People wouldn't shut the hell up about it on Instagram. People were making reaction videos to it. And I think that is when Demon Slayer blew up to what it is now. Because up until that arc with the spiders, it was good, not amazing. I think episode 19 is what blew it up and made people go like, oh shit, this looks cool. I'm gonna binge watch this to see this. I don't really have anything to say about the Mugen Train thing. It just kind of, I don't get why they put it in the anime if they already made a movie about it, right? So I haven't seen the anime adaptation of it yet. I'll probably get to that at some point, but it kind of pisses me off that it exists, right? So we had the Boruto movie, and then a few years later, we had the Boruto movie adaptation. But the difference was the anime adaptation of that stuff changed a lot of things to be in line with the manga for Boruto. And it wasn't only like, what, a few months, not like maybe a year after the movie came out. Nah, it was like 2 or 3 years, I think, that they adapted it for the anime. But Demon Slayer was like ruthless with this. They just waited a few months, and then they were like, oh yeah, by the way, season 2, it'll be the Mugen Train arc. Like, what? Why? Why even make the movie? Like, I know you just wanted the money, and you got that, but really? Why not just pick up the anime where the movie left off and just have the first episode be Tanjiro going to talk to Rengoku's kid brother and his dad, instead of redoing the entire movie? Like, you know how many animators were probably pissed off that happened? Probably a fuck ton, because they probably worked hard as shit on the Mugen Train movie, and then they were like, oh, by the way, we're gonna do the exact same thing again. That's why I'm really just hoping, whenever I watch it, I'm really hoping that they change some stuff from the movie, or just add some stuff that they didn't have in the movie, because Jesus, bro, I don't want to watch the same thing twice in a row. Okay, I don't. I'm not that type of guy. But yeah, do I regret not giving Demon Slayer a chance back in 2019? No, I don't. Because I for real think that if I didn't read the manga before I watched the anime, I think I would have a completely different opinion of it. I'd probably be like, oh dude, the pacing in this is so shit, why does everything take so long? I'm really glad that I read the manga first, and I'm really glad that I read the manga when I did. But anyway, if you are still here in this video right now, thank you. Definitely let me know what you think about what I've said in the comment section below. Let me know if you agree or not. Definitely let me know if you want me to make a video about the Entertainment District arc. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.